Hello. Hey, what's going on there, buddy? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing I'm doing a video on refrigerators, where they're mounted in your RV and what types there are, the absorption or compression, and the goods, the bads, the uglies, all that kind of stuff. But let me get to it. I'll talk to you later.
Hi, my name's Greg. I am the creator of Good Old RVing. And just real quick, I was born into the RV world. Parents RV'd, I RV. I think it's going to be a family tradition. Anyways, got a lot to cover. Let's get started.
So I guess the next question is, what type of refrigerator do you have? Do you have the absorption or do you have the compression? Two big differences, both those refrigerators. But for the sake of this video, you're going to see that the absorption refrigerators have vents mounted on the outside. They're either one on the side, one on the roof, or both on the side if it's in a slide out. To where on the compression refrigerators, to my knowledge, they don't have any vents on the outside. However, if you know something different, put it in the comments. Please let us know. So we're going to touch on safety a minute. Just a little thing about if you should be running your refrigerator while on the road. And so I posted a couple things here that are straight out of the manual. I highlighted them. And so they're just about being safe. Then the second one is actual laws on where you cannot have your propane turned on. And so, yeah, I hope you take it to heart, because you're not only putting yourself and whoever's with you in danger, but you're putting other people around you in danger if you don't follow these kind of safety rules. Okay, now we're going to be talking about bees and wasps and hornets and mud daubers, how they have a tendency to go into your refrigerator compartment through the vents. And so instead of going out and buying it, I had some material that I had gotten at one of the stores, and I just cut it to size and glued it onto the back of the vent, and voila! Now I have screened vents, so I won't have any bees or wasps or hornets getting in there and making a nest, because it's been known, I've seen the videos out there where they've actually blocked up the propane. And now we're going to be talking about the manufacturer for the Dometic refrigerator, anyway, doesn't even have something that says to install it in a slide out. They have no regulation on installing in a slide out. They only give you instructions on installing them in the regular part of the RV where you have a roof vent, not a side vent on the top. And some of these things, I'm just going to be slapping pictures up there. This is how it was. This is how it used to work before I did any modifications. Used to build up ice big time in the refrigerator and the freezer, both. And so I've showed you most of this stuff already. Next couple items are things that I tried to do to fix it, but they weren't really that successful. This first one is a solar fan for the back of the refrigerator. I thought it was working because I was desperate, but
This, my friend, is the solar
not
cooling
really.
fan that I had to take out of there. I thought it was open, but when it got too hot, it just didn't do anything for it. Way too small. So just wanted to share that with you.
Then the other one was this fan for the inside the refrigerator. To replace the batteries every month costs more than the fan itself. And so after doing that for a few months, I said no more. Now these next modifications that I did actually worked and are still in operation today. The first one is the dual fans that I put on the bottom just to help push a little bit of air up. Not that great. I mean, I could actually take them out and they won't make any difference. But this is the best one for the inside. These are the fans that I got, and they just defrosted the inside of that refrigerator something crazy and kept the ice out. And I also got the digital thermometers that have sensors that you put into your refrigerator, your freezer. And I also have a portable freezer, which I put a sensor in. Then for backup, I got mechanical thermometers that you put in each compartment, your fridge, your freezer. And they're actually made for it. Now this is one that I installed myself. I got the awnings for the slide out because I'm in direct sun during the hottest part of the day. It's a killer. And I also got the shade for it. And this fan, designed and built it myself for the upper vent. And that, my friend, was the best thing. Okay, this is current situation right here. This is wiring schematic. There's the model. Some important instructions. In different languages, it appears. Come over here. This is the drain, but it needs to be pushed somehow away from that stuff. Over here. Okay, this is the paneling. As you can see, there is no insulation between the paneling and the inside. You got a little bit tucked way back in there, but not enough to make a difference. There's the plug right here for AC, right there. Two fans that I installed to help push air up, which really are useless. Don't need them anymore. Then you can see back there, that insulation's way back there because behind this cover right here is the burner unit. You could look down in there. It's the burner unit down there. See the valve. Okay. Then you can see the back. Got the bug screen on there. And if you look up, you can see my modified vent right there. And that baby works like a charm. No, it'd still be pulling in. See? Test. It's not that strong, but it's strong enough to hold it.
It's pulling air, yeah.
Let's do it like this.
Oh, no.
I got it. Okay, so here's what we got. You saw on the outside where I pointed out the paneling wall, the 1/8 inch thick paneling wall. Well, it was letting the heat come in through here. And so with only the one air conditioner when we first got the thing and the heat coming in through here, it was just terrible. Just make it sound real nice and simple, terrible. And so I had to brainstorm and come up with an idea how to insulate it. Well,
there was, as you can see, there wasn't enough room outside to put in additional insulation without possibly being a fire hazard. And so I went online and I found this false stone right here. And so I installed this, and I built and installed this cabinet, and just that. This is an inch and a quarter, inch and a half thick, and so that much insulation made a big difference. And then I also installed this thermostat, which the 78 degrees right here, that is what's behind this pillar that I built. And so that's not inside the actual cabinet, but it's just like the wall temperature, what the temperature behind this insulation is. And so right now it's 78, which is good. But as you can see, this thermometer, can you see that thermometer? As you can see, this thermometer or temperature sensor, I have set at 81. That's the blue reading. That's the temperature above the refrigerator, because there's a pocket. See this cabinet here? This is the amount of space above the refrigerator that the vent doesn't allow to let go. It's stuck back there. And so I ended up having to drill holes in this metal curvature that they put in the back, hoping that that would just draw the air without nothing coming back over the fridge, but that doesn't work. So that was a pocket of hot air right there. So I ended up building that fan system that I showed you previously, and I attached this to make it automatic on and off depending on the temperature. While I was outside, it already had come on and off a couple times, and as you can see, it's only in the 70s outside, but up above this it gets over 80 degrees because it's trapping hot air from the back of the refrigerator operating. And so I set this at 81 degrees, and right now it's at 79.8 because I was outside when it was cycling on and off, so it's already cooled it down. But that made a huge difference in the way this refrigerator is operating. Okay, so you can see right here, you can see this, the temperature above the refrigerator is at 79 degrees right now. The wall temperature is at 78 degrees. The refrigerator is at 36 according to the refrigerator thermometer. According to this thermometer, the refrigerator is at 42, the freezer is at 11, and my portable freezer is at negative 26. So, because these are digital, I don't always trust them. So what I've done is I installed, I don't know if you can see that, I installed mechanical gauges, thermometers inside, and as you can see on this one, 0 degrees. See, digital says 11. This one, 0. Now let's check out the inside of the refrigerator. And also another thing you could check out is I have this thing working so fine that I could pack it and not worry about things not getting cold. See right here? Stuff's right up against the walls. It's packed, literally packed. But look at the temperature inside. It's at 30 degrees, which is right on the border between
the middle between the freezer and the fridge temperatures. This middle range here, but it's borderline with the actual where it should be for the fridge. And you can see how everything's packed in there. I got the door packed, and got to remember, I full-time. I'm not a part-time RVer. I'm a full-time RVer. But one thing I also have done, come on down, baby, a little bit more. There we go. You can see right here, this is my fridge fan right here. You see the, let me take this out so you can see in here. You see the grill right here, the fins? No ice. Ever since I installed this, it defrosted all of the ice that was on there, which it was totally packed with ice at the time. Plus, it kept ice from growing back onto it. And yes, I leave it on 24/7. It does have an on-off switch, but because I full-time, I use it 24/7. So I just make sure I don't put anything solid against the two fans, which is here and here. They suck in from here and they blow out directly onto those fins. And so, very simple. Took me no time to install that. Anyways, yeah, so keeps perfect temp. Maybe a little cold. And if you look up in here in the top, I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't see it. In the back of the freezer, it does still get ice buildup back there. But I was on another YouTube channel of tips and tricks, and they mentioned flexible cutting board. Cut it to size, put it against the back of the freezer, and then when it does frost up, you just peel that out and dump it, and it's real simple to clean up. So I'm going to try that. That might be a good trick for it. But yeah, maybe I could show you one more time. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay. See all that ice back up in here? See how it's built up in there? Let me shine some light on it for you. See it all? It's built up pretty good. A little bit at the top there. But yeah. And see with the door, I've opened and closed it a couple times, and look, it's already dropped 15 degrees just from opening the door and shooting this video. So just a heads up, the more you open the door, it lets that cold air out pretty darn quick. Almost, look at that, 18 degrees, almost 20 degrees. So now I just gotta leave everything closed while I go edit my video. So, with all that being said and done, I hope that you got something out of this video, and I hope that your fridge is working great. So, thank you, and have a wonderful day. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe.